Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon Challenge. Today, we will be attempting to beat Pokemon Crystal, which is a single Dratini. Dratini's stats are pretty terrible, since they are meant to be a hurdle to overcome to get Dragonite. So this challenge will be a lot more difficult than the last one. The rules will be the same as usual, no items inside a battle besides held items, no cheating or using glitches. We can only use Dratini in battle as well. I'm fairly worried about this one, since we have quite a few hurdles to get over, such as the Ice and Dragon Gym, as well as the Dragon Champion. I should note I've been scripting these as I go, so everything is set in the perspective of the moment. Now let's get started. Our journey starts off the same. We talk to our mother, who has a strange lady friend over again, teaches me about a phone I told her I already know how to use, and we have the professor send an 11-year-old off into the wild as he can't be bothered to do his own chores. We replace Cyndaquil for Dratini this time. This time it doesn't really matter which starter we replace. We name our little man Swiggles and make our way on. Unfortunately, this is already where it gets rough. Dratini only knows Wrap and Leer. Wrap is a low power move that does a little bit of damage at the end of every turn, so it's not too bad at low levels, but when it's our only attacking move until level 15, this will be an issue. Right off the bat, things were as bad as I thought. Simply fighting a level 3 in the grass was overwhelming Swiggles. Things were so rough, I had to heal almost after every battle. I was running from anything that was over level 3 for a bit. I proceed back after completing my small trip of child labor and start my Rival 1 fight. The battle was as bad as I thought it was going to be. I leered him twice and he was still doing more damage. I had Wrap dealing damage at the end of each turn, but unfortunately that still wasn't enough and he took us down fairly easily. Back at the lab, they gave me a choice to name him, so I name him Cummy and move on. I was able to level up enough to allow me to actually fight the trainers on the way to the next town. This is where I discovered my next problem. Wrap doesn't have that much PP, and because of how low its accuracy is, we end up missing quite a bit, causing us to run out of PP in some battles with more than one Pokemon. That ends up making us have to just kinda sit there and stare at them weirdly until they are able to knock us out. Once I get to town, I start my way up to Sprout Tower. Because we resist grass, they aren't that much of an issue, but my damage output and PP is still a problem. I end up getting stuck with no PP again, have to sit and let a Bellsprout hit me for 1 damage a turn for 10 turns. It took us a while, but we were eventually able to get to the leader of Sprout Tower. We start off with Wrap, as he uses Growth. So after I use Thunder Wave, but he still gets through and hits with Vine Whip. We start to lower his defense, then start attacking with Wrap, eventually taking him down. He sends out another Bellsprout, but this time we just keep attacking with Wrap until he goes down. Next for some reason is Hoothoot. We Thunder Wave and Leer a couple times until I feel comfortable taking him out. Afterwards I made my way to Falconer's Gym. I was able to beat the first trainer just fine, but the second one finished me due to missing too many times with Wrap. If he was able to wipe me out so easily, it made me realize I would need Twister before I can challenge Falconer. Now that we're level 15, we start the battle. With Twister, his Pidgey goes down fast. Afterwards, he sends out his Pidgeotto. We hit him with Twister and it causes a flinch. Then we smack him one more time with Twister to end it. Finally some real progress. After finally obtaining our first badge, we make our way to the next town. Now that we have Twister, the battles have become a lot easier. We make our way to Union Cave and emerge without a problem. Once again, adults force to task an 11-year-old that they should probably be handling themselves. Although, at least this time he's coming with us. Ooh, or not. We go through the well, finishing off Team Rocket without a problem, and decide to challenge Bugsy straight away. He sends out his Metapod, and goes down in 2 Twisters. And Kakuna follows suit. Next, Scyther. He's faster, and his Fury Cutter could be a problem. Luckily, he mixes his moves so Fury Cutter can't build up power, and we finish it, collecting our second badge. Right afterwards, we run into a rival again. Time for us to pay him back for the first round. First is Gastly. We are faster and we use Twister, but he uses Lick. Luckily, we don't get paralyzed and knock it out the next turn. Next, Zubat. We Twister and get the flinch, knocking him out next turn. And finally, Croconaw. We test out Twister, but it doesn't do much. So we paralyze for safety and spam Twister until we finish the battle. Now that that's done, we go and catch our new little companion, HM Slave, and move on. Once we're in the forest, we grab the TM for Headbutt, and reach level 22 to learn Dragon Rage. Afterwards, we move straight on to Whitney. First, her Clefairy. With Headbutt, we're dealing a lot more damage, and she goes down in 2 hits, ending it quickly. Next, her infamous Miltank. With Thunder Wave for safety, but she uses Attract. And stomp us down real quickly. Second attempt. Clefairy goes down, same as last time, but deals a little bit more damage. Next, Miltank. We paralyze her, and she starts Rollout, which doesn't do that much damage each turn, allowing us to end her quickly, and thus obtaining our third badge. We make our way to the Burn Tower and face our rival for a third time. His Gastly is now a Haunter and landed a Curse, but Dragon Rage put it down really quickly. Magnemite went down fast along with Zubat, but Curse does major damage through and finishes us. Second attempt. Haunter doesn't use Curse, giving us a chance, but Magnemite gets us with Supersonic, but we end up attacking through, finishing it. We break Confusion on Zubat, and then Zubat goes down quickly. We Thunder Wave Croconaw, like last time, and ended him quick with Dragon Rage. After that fall crushed our ankles, we crawl our way to awaken the legendary dogs, and make our way to Morty. Unfortunately, at this point, he's too much for us. He lands a Curse on us, leaving us to slowly die over the battle. Then Gengar lands Hypnosis, and finishes us off quickly. After taking that loss, Swiggles and I decide to move on for a little bit to battle the rest of the trainers in the area, then go off and clear the White House. We were asked to help this poor, sick Pokemon, but then decided to not because we don't have a swimming license. We clear the Kimono Girls and collect Surf. Then go back to Morty to try again. First, Gastly. We were able to flinch it with Twister, and then finish it easily. Luckily, same went for Haunter. Gengar smacks us with Hypnosis and consumes our dreams until we die. Lovely. After this, we lose a few more times and decide to grind some more. We catch our new Surf HM Slave, then reach level 34. Next attempt, we crit Gastly, and he smacks us with Curse. Gengar misses Hypnosis twice, and then we finish him. Finally, we get to his last Haunter. We hit it with Twister and Dragon Rage, getting us our 4th badge. I decided to go east to the 7th gym just to see how Swiggles would stack up to the area. We get to Lake of Range and find a Gyarados with an odd birth defect, so we put it down. After, we run into Dracula, and once again we are forced to help somebody with a task that they could easily do themselves. especially since, he's the champion. We make our way through, no problem, and defeat both admins and leave. We attempt Price just to see how we would stack up to him, but he just completely crushes us. Pretty much goes as expected, honestly. Since that didn't go well, I figured maybe getting the 5th and 6th badge would be a better idea. We surf over to the 5th gym and face against Chuck. He sends out his Primeape, and we headbutt it, then he uses Leer. One more headbutt gets him down. Next, Poliwrath. We paralyze him, and blast him with Dragon Rage, but he uses Hypnosis. And it fails, allowing us to finish him off and collecting our 5th gym badge. Straight away, we go to give Ampharos the medicine, finally, and fight Jasmine. I have not felt rage like this in a long time. With the Thunder Waves, the Supersonics, and the Iron Tail that refuses to miss, and I mean refuse to miss, I was losing it. Iron Tail. Iron Tail. Iron Tail. Iron Tail. Eventually we got this one, after many attempts. First, Magnemite. We equip a Paralyzed Heal Berry in case of Thunder Wave, and we blast through them with Dragon Rage until we get to Steelix. We use Dragon Rage as it goes for Iron Tail. We do this again, and brings him to yellow, prompting Jasmine to use her Hyper Potion. We keep at the Dragon Rage, and we get hit again, bringing us to 2 HP, and finally finishing it. How do I feel after that? Am I happy? Am I content? I don't know. And I think I need some time. After a minor break, we're off to see how we can handle the 7th gym, now that we're a fair bit stronger than last time. He starts off with Sealed, and just barely lives a headbutt, then hits us with Icy Wind. We finish him off next turn, and out comes Dewgong. Dewgong is faster than us and hits us for decent damage, but we paralyze him. We start bashing him with Headbutt and get the flinch, and finish him next turn. Polyswine is out last, and we start headbutting. We get the flinch twice, then try to finish it with Dragon Rage, but it barely lives and misses a Blizzard. So we continue off using Dragon Rage. It ends up healing, and we start hitting it with Headbutt, and get another lucky flinch. Then start to finish it with Dragon Rage, and we win. This was impossibly close. So many things could have gone wrong, but they just happened to go our way. Afterwards, we receive a call that the radio tower had been taken over. We rush through, beat the admin disguised as the director, then make our way to the basement to face our rival. We start headbutting his Golbat, and he gets us with Wing Attack. We take it out and move on to Magnemite. We use Dragon Rage, but it gets us with Thunder Wave. But we heal it with our berry and finish him off. Next, we Twister, but fail to flinch, but luckily Haunter didn't use Curse, so we finish it off. Unfortunately, Sneasel is faster and hits us with Screech, then starts getting us with Quick Attack a couple times, leaving us low for Feraligatr. We crit on Twister, and we get a bit lucky since he uses Bite instead of Rage, which that could have possibly finished us off. We Dragon Rage, but it's not enough, and he gets another Bite, lowering us just to 4 HP. Then we go and finish it off next turn. This battle took a few attempts, and this is the luckiest one that I had. Next we go and enter Ice Cave, and exit without a problem, then make our way to challenge Claire. First her Dragonair. Twister deals major damage, and she misses with Thunder Wave, then we finish her off. Next is Dragonair 2, but a crit Twister kills it. Then Dragonair 3 comes out, and we finish it with Outrage. Kingdra comes out, and it's faster, and our Outrage one-hits it, getting us our 8th badge. We go and complete the Dragon's Trial, thus proving that we are the true Dragon Tamer. Then we go off and make our way to Victory Road. Once we reach the end, we face our rival for a final time. First is Sneasel. We go for a headbutt and get the flinch, finishing it off next turn. Golbat comes out and survives a headbutt, and gets the Confuse Ray, but we attack through it. Magneton comes out, and we get a crit headbutt, but it gets us with Thunder Wave. We take a Sonic Boom, but we finish it with Outrage, locking us in for 2 to 3 turns. Haunter comes out, but he uses Mean Look instead of Curse. Outrage ends it, but we're confused for Alakazam. But Outrage breaks through, and we one-shot it. Feraligatr comes out and uses Slash, and we lose a turn to Paralysis. Then we take another Slash, and land an Outrage. After one more Slash, we finish it with Outrage, finally allowing us into the Elite Four. Our first opponent is Will, the Psychic Elite Four member. Headbutt flinches Xatu, finishing him off next turn. Out comes Jinx, and Headbutt almost one-shots, but flinches. Executor pops in, and a Headbutt flinches twice, and we take it out. We'll level up to 57 and replace Thunder Wave with Hyper Beam. Next is Slowbro. We Headbutt and it flinches again. Then finally it hits normally, but Slowbro uses Amnesia, so we finish it off. Lastly is Xatu 2. We hit it with Outrage, but it doesn't kill and it lands a Confuse Ray. He heals with a Max Potion and we get through Confusion, ending it with Outrage. The second member is Koga, the Poison Elite Four member. He sends out Gyarados, and we start with Headbutt, but he uses Spider Web. We finish him off, and next comes out Venomoth. We hit him, but he lands Supersonic, causing us to miss next turn, while he gets off a Psychic. We break out a Confusion and finish him. Next, Fortress. We get the Paralyze on the Dragon Breath, and he can't attack. We follow up with another, but he uses Spikes. We whittle him down slowly and steadily until finally he goes down. Muk sloops out, and we get a crit and flinch. We finish him off with Dragon Breath. Crobat comes out and starts building Double Team, causing us to miss. He fails the Toxic, and we hit with Outrage. He gets a Wing Attack, and we get through Confusion and finish him off with Outrage. Third trainer is Bruno, the Fighting Elite Four member. First Pokemon is Hitmontop. Dragon Breath paralyzes, and he can't move. We almost finish him, but he uses Dig, doing a little bit of damage. Then we finish him off when he pops up. Next, Hitmonchan. He comes in and uses Ice Punch, but we take it and keep attacking. After the second Ice Punch, we take him out. Third is Hitmonlee. Headbutt flinches, and we take him out on the second turn. Onix rolls in and gets one shot by Dragon Breath. Then finally, Machamp. We hit with Outrage, dealing just over half. He misses with Cross Chop, and then we finish him off. The fourth member is Karen, the Dark Elite Four member. First is Umbreon. We land Headbutt, getting a flinch, but dealing little damage. We try Dragon Breath, and get hit by Feint Attack. 2 more attacks, and Umbreon goes down. We Headbutt, and Vileplume misses a Stun Spore. Unfortunately, the second Stun Spore hits us, and Vileplume starts to heal itself with Moonlight. Takes a little bit, but we eventually get her down. Next out is Gengar. He uses Curse, pretty much dooming us. We try to take Murkrow down, but we can't in time and Curse finishes us off. We tried this fight a few more times, but unfortunately I decided we needed to grind on the first 3 members. At level 67 we try again. Umbreon gets us with Sand Attack, as we slowly whittle it down. Next, Vileplume goes down to a lucky crit. Gengar comes out and gets paralyzed by Dragon Breath. Then he goes down next turn. Murkrow goes down with a single headbutt, and finally Houndoom. We use Dragon Breath so it doesn't go into the range for a potion, and get hit by Crunch. We miss because of the sand attack, but the next turn we finish it off. At last, the champion lands. First out is Gyarados. We hit it with Headbutt as it sets up Rain Dance. Then we take him out next turn. Dragonite 1 pops up, and we hit it with Outrage, one-shotting it. Next is Dragonite 2. Outrage takes him out as well. We lose Outrage at Aerodactyl, and we are confused. We land a Headbutt, but it gets it with Hyper Beam. We damage it 2 more times, taking him out. Charizard comes in, but we Dragon Breath him twice, getting him paralyzed the first turn. On the third turn, we start our Outrage, finishing off Charizard. Then Dragonite 3 comes out, Outrage keeps going, and one-shots him, declaring us the Johto champion. And so we have done it. We have completed Johto. But our journey is not over yet. Now we're off to the land of Kanto to face 8 new gyms. Time for a gym leader montage. Surge is first. First one out is Raticate. We headbutt him for a one-shot. Electrode comes out and we hit him hard, but he barely holds on and uses Double Team, causing us to miss, and then he uses Explosion, dealing minor damage. Magneton comes in and gets hit with Dragon Breath. Then he uses Double Team as well, causing us to miss again, but we take him out next turn. Out comes a second Electrode, but things go exactly the same as the last one. Lastly is Electabuzz. We keep attacking him, and then he goes down no problem. Sabrina second. Espeon comes out, and we get a crit with Headbutt. Mr. Mime comes out, and gets one shot as well. Alakazam barely survives Headbutt, but gets a flinch. Sabrina uses her potion next turn. Alakazam barely holds on again, finishing him next turn. Erica is third. First is Tangela, and we hit it for half health, but she tries for a Sleep Powder. Ends up failing, getting taken down next turn. Jumpluff comes in and almost gets one shot, and fails a Cotton Spore. Victory Bell is almost a one shot, but survives and sets a sunny day, getting healed next turn by a potion. 2 more turns and she goes down. The last Pokemon is Blossom. She ends up taking half damage, but hits us with Solar Beam. It ends up doing a little bit of damage, and we finish him off next turn. Janine comes fourth. Dragon Breath one-shots Crobat, and Headbutt almost Weezing. Weezing ends up getting us for a Toxic, then we finish Weezing off next turn. Weezing 2 comes out, Swiggles uses Outrage, knocking out Weezing and Gyarados in one shot, but Outrage ends, leaving us in confusion. We broke through, and then finished Venomoth in one shot. Fifth is Misty. Golduck comes out, but gets taken down in a couple hits. Lapras takes half damage, and pulls out a Rain Dance. Luckily it was instead of an Ice move, so we finish it off. Starmie comes out, and goes down to a crit Dragon Breath. Finally, Quagsire wobbles in, and gets taken down with Hyper Beam. Our first time ever actually using that move. Brock is 6th. First thing is, I'm finally glad he found his shirt. He sends out Graveler, takes Dragon Breath, and uses Defense Curl, but he goes down in the next attack. Rhyhorn's next, and goes down to 1 Dragon Breath. Amistar follows suit, and same for Onix. Kabutops pops out, and gets taken down in one shot as well. 7th, and the first one in its actual order, Blaine. First comes Magcargo. Headbutt does a little damage, but Dragon Breath finishes it. Magmar comes out and survives the Dragon Breath, but goes down next turn. Rapidash survives the Dragon Breath and hits us with Fire Blast, dealing a little damage. Heals next turn, but it goes down in 2 more hits. We fight Blue a couple times, but lose pretty badly. So we go and pick up leftovers, then grind to level 80 to start again. 8th and last is Blue. He sends out Pidgeot, getting hit by Dragon Breath and gets paralyzed. Attacks through with Wing Attack, Headbutt takes him out, and next comes Gyarados. Headbutt flinches, and Dragon Breath brings him to red. He heals with a potion, and we keep up the offense. We keep attacking, but Blue uses another potion. We are slowly healing with leftovers, and a couple more hits, Gyarados goes down. Alakazam is next. He gets taken out with 1 headbutt, then Rhyhorn comes out. He survives the Dragon Breath, then uses Sandstorm. We take him out, and Exeggutor comes out, taking damage from Sandstorm right away. Headbutt flinches, and then he goes down next turn. Finally is Arcanine. He comes out, and Dragon Rage almost finishes it, but he survives as he uses Extreme Speed, doing a little damage, and we take him out next turn. Finally, we have obtained all 16 gym badges. With only 1 fight left, we make our way to Mount Silver Summit to fight the true champion Red. First out is Pikachu. He's faster and gets Thunder. Then it paralyzes right off the bat. It takes a bit, but Pikachu goes down. Blastoise lands 2 Blizzards, and finishing us quickly. This goes on for many attempts, so I decide it is time to grind again. I get myself to 91, then collect 9 rare candies throughout the game, and then we get ourselves to level 100. If we can't win now, it truly would be impossible. Pikachu comes out, and we are faster this time, taking him out with the lucky crit. Blastoise flinches from Headbutt, and uses Rain Dance next turn, letting us take him out without taking any damage. Espeon takes half damage, and gets paralyzed by Dragon Breath, as well as it's unable to move, so we take him out next hit. Snorlax comes out, Dragon Breath paralyzes, and Snorlax uses Amnesia. We continue attacking until he goes down to 3 headbutts, dealing no damage to us the entire time. Venusaur is next. We attack while he gathers up Sunlight for Solar Beam. We take our first hit, but it deals little damage, and then we take it out. Lastly is Charizard. We deal good damage with Headbutt, while it deals a little bit with Flamethrower. We should lash out one last Outrage and finish it off, defeating Red and becoming the true champion of Johto and Kanto. Thank you all. This challenge was a lot longer and a lot harder than the last one. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.